Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for February 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Now, I am going to be using for the main reading, and remember, this is just the introduction. It will be the same for each of the signs. I will post the little timestamp in the introduction for when, or in the description for when you can just bypass all of this. Anyway, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. Guardian Angels, I will pull one. And I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. And since this is the introduction, I am going to be using my Waite Rider for just, to pull a couple of cards. And I will pull at least one from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. This has been talking to me a lot in the last couple of days. So anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So we have some really big dates here. We have February 20th, Pluto again with Capricorn, and then the 22nd, and some people are talking about Pluto and Capricorn on the 22nd. It has to kind of get into its own space. So the 22nd, we have Neptune, 22 degrees in Pisces also. If you want to know more about that, go to my last introduction. That would have been February 18th, 19th, and 20th. I gave a lot of information, and I've been talking about these dates for quite a while, so we are all prepared for them. The thing that I am getting with this is that we just need to have balance. We need to have temperance. We need to, just come together, have love, and, and again, too, just kind of like my backgrounds, we need to shine our light, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. But yeah, this is, it's kind of like a lot of the stuff we've been doing has been prep work, and this is where things get real. So let's see what this is all about with my Waite Rider deck. Here we go. Let's go on one. Remember, anything that is reversed has a stronger energy. So 3 cards are face down. Let's go with our first card. The King of Wands. King of Wands. Now this is interesting. Now, Wands energy is fire energy. That is our Aries, our Leo, our Sagittarius. Now we just had that Leo full moon. It is pushing, and it was an unencumbered full moon. There's one little thing going on, but pretty much it was unencumbered. It was one of the purest Leo moons that we're going to see in a long time, and for many a year. So this pure Leo moon is really going forth. It is really pushing forth. Now, the court cards, which this is one, has all underlying energy. The King's Court card is, the underlying energy is swords, which is air energy. So that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra, thought processes, making plans, thinking things through, hearing news. But the King of Wands has that Leo, Sagittarius, has that fire, Aries energy, and is really pushing forward. Now, the King of Wands sees the big picture. The King of Wands is not necessarily narrowed into the step by step by step. Yes, he does have, and it is a male energy. He does have the, the step by step that the air energy wants to give him. He does have the planning, but he is seeing that every step he takes, every plan he makes has different consequences, has different reactions. So this is very much someone that is very strategizing, but is also thinking beyond just what he can see. Okay? So interesting for this. Now let's go. We have our Tower card. Now the Tower card, we had that a couple of, what was it, last weekend? This is a 16. Remember, numbers have meaning too. So we have that 1, new beginnings. A 10 is a transitional energy. 100, God source energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies we put into it. This is added together. It's a 7. 7 is a divine number. Now, the interesting thing about the Tower means everything comes down in order for things to be rebuilt. It's not necessarily an easy energy. It's not necessarily a fun energy, but it's kind of like, you just clear that table out. You Get rid of the things we don't need. It's also pulling the rug out, pulling the tablecloth. I'm kind of getting that, just kind of that jarring energy. It's not a fun energy, but it's a totally needed energy in order for things to be established. I don't even want to say reestablished, just established, in order for it to, in order for a foundation to be built. So this is an interesting one here. Now also to remember the King of Wand, when I was talking about the King of Wand looks to the past in order to look to the future. Okay, so the King of Wands also looks to see how did we get to where we're at, but he takes that information so we can go to that future. Now again, the Tower card is not necessarily an easy energy. It's not a fun energy, but it is one of those energies. I am not afraid when I see the Tower card, because I know that that means that something that was not good for me is leaving in order for good to come in. Okay? Okay, next card, the Ace of Cups, and that's the good that comes in. So things are happening, it's making a way, it's clearing things out, but the Ace is that one energy. So we have basically we have a 1-6-1 energy. It's a new beginning, new start. Cups is our Pisces. We're in Pisces right now. It is very much a Cancer. It is our Scorpio energy. It is fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy. And if you look at this, this is kind of a, this has a very spiritual connotation to it. It has a gifting to it. Again, I feel like we need to really make sure that we maintain our balance. We maintain our light. Remember, I'm always saying stay shining, and that's because we are the light workers, the ones that, connect with this. We are the light workers. We have to keep that positive energy out there, because, it kind of looks like, that we have to burn brighter. I feel like this is going to be a good week for us to keep our lights very, very bright. Okay? Anyway, a lot of possibility, a lot of hope, a lot of really just divine guidance in here too. Higher power, source energy going on with this. So this is one of those times. It's just a lot of things. Keep your balance. Keep your balance no matter what happens, and keep shining. Okay? Okay. Stay shining, my friends. Let's go with the Osha Zen Tarot. And it's funny because I do have to post a couple of things on Facebook today, and a couple of memes. I don't like to reinvent the wheel. So if I see something and it's like really grabs me, it's like, yes, 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 I need to do this. And there's a couple of things that I'm going to post, and I'm going to also post them with some my Osha Zen Tarot. Okay, we got some things that have just fallen out. Okay, they just fell. I do think I need to cut and pull one more card. Okay, so we're going to cut. We are going to pull one more card. Here we are. Now this is a very interesting energy here, because this is very interesting. We have both of these are reversed, so really strong stuff. This is the one that's we don't know what that is yet. So let's look at this. This is the source. This is, like I said, the zero energy, God energy, reaching out, to our higher power, whoever that is to us, and really connecting with that source. Okay, so this is a good week for us to really make sure we're connecting with higher power. But the interesting thing is here, now we have morality. Morality, basically, there's a little bit of a conflict. I don't know if there's a conflict between what we need to do and what we think we need to do. I don't know if, I saw something that talked about magic, and basically we all want magic in our lives, but many of us do not believe in magic. So it's kind of this, this spirituality, this connecting with higher power, but yet at the same time, if we don't see it, if we don't touch it, if we can't hear it, the morality is, there's just this conflict between the spiritual and the physical, the metaphysical, physical, supernatural, natural. There is this conflict, and there could, again, I am getting some conflicting energy. The morality is, well, this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how we should be doing it. So this is, this has a lot of that, just that the business, I don't know, this has that Hierophant type of energy to me, the business of religion, the business of government, the business of, the business of, the business of. So I do feel that there is a conflict between these two. Let's see what this one that I felt we needed to pull is. Okay, and that is also reversed, and it all comes down to politics. It all comes down to politics. So very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that one. Leave it at that because I kind of talked about this here. Interesting, but Osha Zen, remember, these are more our advice energies. These are more kind of like be aware. This is more of, what kind of to expect. Looking at that big picture, lot of hope. Yeah, that rug, but it makes way for a better solution, a better next step. Okay, so interesting energies. I'm always kind of like, whoa, what's going to happen with these cards? What are they going to tell us? It is very interesting. Oh, by the way, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications because, you keep me going. I know some people have sound issues. I do check the sound before I post, and I will let you know that certain products do not allow you. I have heard from people that certain products, my sound is a little not great, but I've also heard from people that if they watch it on like a desktop computer, my videos on desktop computers, that helps. And, sometimes, and I've said this many a time and since I started, sometimes messages of hope, love, and light, energies don't like that. Certain energies don't like that, but we are of the light. So, enough said. Let's go. I do advise you, please look at the prior introductionary, the 18, 19, 20. But let's start our main readings now. Hello, my Virgos, and how are you? I kind of feel like the introvert side of you is going to be a little more pronounced this week. So don't be alarmed if you just feel like you need to be alone or want to be alone. I just feel that, remember, the introduction talks about more the universal energies going on, the universal chaos. This is, what we talk about here is more how you deal with your own life, day-to-day type of things. And I feel like it's okay for you to be a little quiet this week, a little bit more meditative, a little more kind of like, maybe, I don't want to say hiding, but not necessarily being around a lot of drama, okay? So a couple of cards have fallen out. Both of these are your energies. They are both reversed, and they are actually very nice and very good for your business energy and your home energy. Maybe what I'm feeling being the introverted side is more you're going to be very focused on your work. I just feel like you need to kind of push the negative energies away, push the chaotic energies away. I feel like you need to concentrate more on your own energies. And like I said, I feel like there's a little bit of this introverted side that needs to be nurtured a little more. Okay? Anyway, here we go. These two are reversed. This one's not. Both of these are aerials, but the court cards do have underlying energies. And the underlying energy of the king is our swords. I talk about that in the introduction. Ariel, again, your energy, Capricorn, also Taurus, money, job, career, could be also home. The king of Ariel is successful. The king of Ariel is doing so well in their job, in their career, in their profession. The king of Ariel, a lot of people want to help the king, not help, a lot of people want to come to the king of Ariel to ask questions. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? But the king of Ariel also knows his worth. Yes, this is a masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energies inside us. But he knows his worth. He knows what he can bring to the table. And the king of Ariel can also be a little bit arrogant because he knows that. He's not as harsh as the king of swords, but he does know his worth. He does know what he can put his time towards, what he can put his expertise towards. He knows his worth, and I feel like with the king of Ariel, it is, again, going back to that introverted side, It's don't, kind of like don't cast pearls before swine type of energy here. Know your worth. Stand, do your job, do your business, but know your worth also. Okay? So anyway, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, like that. Using resources wisely. And that's also using your own energies wisely. Okay? And I think that's why I'm getting that kind of step into your own, be a little more introverted this week. Use your energies wisely. Stop, many people have been wanting you to take care of them. Again, step back a little bit. Now we go to the page of Ariel. Now the page is energy, earth energy. Ariel, again, earth energy. The page is very enthusiastic. The page is very like, yeah, let's do this. This is good. But for you, my Virgos, I'm going to say that the page is going to be very focused. The page is going to be the one to spot the, especially next to that King of Ariel, is going to be the one to spot the opportunities for change, for, maybe doing something more, a process a little bit better. I feel like the page of Ariel is you being in the perfect place in the perfect time, more so with your work, your job, could be about your home also, but it's being in the perfect place at the perfect time. Again, the King of Ariel is telling me, take care of your own resources, take care of your own energies. And then the page is kind of like, because you're doing that, you're blocking out the chaos from the others. Also, they're sucking vampire energies that love to suck energy from you. You're able to focus more on what it is you need to do, probably in your work relationship. Anyway, reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you, scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So this does have a lot of work energy, does have a lot of business energy, but again, it's just, and there is the focus. The page is actually what's bringing me the focus, more so than the king. You'd think that'd be the king, but it's more the page. Focus on your work, kind of clear away the other energies that are, again, sucking the life out of you. Sorry. Anyway, it had to be said. It had to be said, my Virgos. It had to be said. Here we go. Next card is the Seven of Raphael. Interesting with that. 7, divine number, divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention. Raphael is our water energy. It's Pisces. It's Cancer. It's Scorpio. There is some, this has kind of like some, like some choices, things, but this is like, you need to make a decision. So it could be that you need to make the decision to kind of clear out this. There is emotional energy here. There is spiritual energy. This is kind of like, but this is kind of like, what is it that you want, my Virgos? What do you really want, my Virgos? There's a little bit kind of a, I want to be a little bit of an introvert. I want to kind of do what I need to do. I want people to clear out around me, but at the same time, it doesn't feel comfortable to you. It doesn't feel, it doesn't always feel natural. My Virgos, you're like the epitome of the introverted extrovert or the extroverted introvert, but you do need your downtime. But the same thing is, there's always a little bit of guilt when you do that. There's always a little bit of, or even a little resentment when they, whoever they be, pulls you out and they want your time, which you give. You give very clearly, you give very graciously, but again, I'm kind of like, this is, you want to focus on your work. You want to focus on the things you want to focus on. And again, you want to clear out that energy. But the 7 of Raphael is kind of like, yeah, but you feel kind of guilty when you do it. So, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want. It's okay to do what you want. Okay? And take action. A need for detoxification. And that's where that, it's like, yeah. You feel a little guilty. You do feel a little guilty, my Virgos, when you take care of yourself. But by going in, by doing what you need to do, look at this. The King of Ariel is all about, success, professional and financial success. The page is saying excellent opportunity, time to get to work. So it's kind of like they've been, whoever they be has been pulling you off of your tasks. and it's okay. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty, this week at least, if you put a hedge of protection around you. Okay? Okay. Let's see what guardian angels have to say for my Virgos. Here we go. Reversed. Six of action. Now, this is six of fire, six of Gabriel. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. This is victorious energy. This is coming out the winner, okay? Six, number of man. I think I talked about that in the intro. What a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotion, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes, but only if they're heaven sent. Okay? Okay. But it seems like by concentrating on this and concentrating on what you need, even though you might feel a little guilty about it, it looks like it all, hey, wonderful experience. Wonderful experience. Total success. Awards, promotions, recognition. Okay? And, again, it's that, it's like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I have to do this. Not I. Anyway, here we go. What crystal or energy for my Virgos? Reversed. Citrine. I have my citrine right here. Wealth. Enhanced career prospects. That's still big in my feelings for you. Self-esteem. Manifestation. Citrine is a great, great crystal. It's a good go-to crystal. Anyway, my Virgos, don't feel guilty about needing to do what you need to do. Okay, my Virgos, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, because you need to do this. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, my Virgos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.